bless you. Welcome to this session. My name is Pastor Sam Tomo, the founding pastor of FCT Garden Ministries International, right here in the city of Maitama, Abuja. I have what I call the bleeding youth, the plight of the youth, especially in Nigeria. Growing up in this country, there are people we admire and we want to be like them, and by the grace of God, God will use us to do exactly what they are doing from that point of admiration. But before I go into details why I want this, the book of 1 Samuel, the Bible says something in 1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 12 concerning Hophni and Phinehas, Eli's sons. Eli was a high priest in Shiloh, but the Bible said that Eli's sons were scoundrels. They had no regard for the Lord. They had no fear of God. In our day, if you were to say that a big man of God of that standard, the sons don't have the fear of God, possibly that church members will start fighting you. The mistake of the fathers is causing a lot of problem for us upcoming youth. In the book of Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 29, the Bible said that this proverb shall no longer be said in Israel, that the fathers have eaten sour grapes and the children's teeth are set at edge. Nobody should doubt the fact that the youth also have advice for our fathers, for what I call the sin of omission. The report about Eli's sons was brought to Eli. He never did anything about it. When the calamity came, the judgment of God came, soldiers in Israel were lost. Hophni and Phinehas and the father lost. And the name Ichabod was brought into the priestly family. 1 Samuel chapter 8 from verse 1 to 3, the Bible says, but Samuel's sons did not follow his ways. They turned after dishonest gain and accepted bribes. Consequently, Israelites rose up and said, we don't want your sons to succeed you. We love you as a man of God. You served us, you did well. But your sons don't resemble you in character, in godliness. They don't resemble you. So a king has to be sought for in Israel. I am speaking not just for myself, I am speaking for the Nigerian youth. We are bleeding. We are tired of political jingoism, religious rascalism, that men that we watch from childhood are still perpetuating up till today, to a point that they don't want us, the sons, to survive. They don't want us to live. I want to draw attention particularly to what I am suffering since the year 2012. I had a leading to come to where I am now. Here was bush everywhere. And I went to Park and Recreation and got two of their workers, two of their staff, to come and see this place, to advise me if I can apply. And they did. And when they came over, they interpreted the land as a buffer zone and advised me to come and apply. Since I said I want to beautify the place and plant garden, sell flowers, and I needed a place I can stay and pray and seek the face of God as a pastor. So I did that and I applied. That was 2007. 2008, I commenced. I have to sell my Pontiac, I have to sell my Honda to raise money to enable me gather plants, have workers to help me clear the bush around here, and exactly what happened. And 2012 to be precise, one of the former vice president of Nigeria by name Ibitu Kiwe has a property just by my right hand here. When he saw me here, I've been here since 2008. He came 2012 with government influence and they pushed me away from the other portion, where he now fenced and leased it out. The fathers we admire, the fathers we look up to. He has government privileges, allowances, security votes, and all the benefits accruable to an ex-head of state, vice president. Nevertheless, I was not crying. As soon as he did that, the Redeemed Church, by my left hand, about 100 square meters away from me here, they came, led by the retired director, Bureau of Public Enterprise. She used government influence as well, and told me that she acquired the whole of this land, plus the one the general took. But they are not ready to fight the general, but I am a nobody. So they served me quit notice, and then they brought soldiers. The lead soldier, his name is Lieutenant Karibo. Precisely, he told me that there's nothing you can do. We have 5 majors in this branch alone. We are going to take you away, and you will never see the light of the sun again. Based on that, I have to get a lawyer who now drafted a letter for me. So he drafted this letter. The date is here, 2012. You can see the stamp of FCT, Aegis, Development Control, and Parks and Recreation. He distributed this letter to them to let them know. I thought you would say here is a buffer zone. It's meant for recreation, gardening, and what have you. But somebody claimed that they bought the place and they have documents and they don't want somebody doing gardening there. Based on that, a man from Development Control by the name of Udo came in respect of this letter. He said, I saw your lawyer's letter on my table, so I felt I should come and investigate to know, because I saw the name of a Redeemed Church, Mount Olive, to be precise. So because of that, he has to come, because he is a member of Redeemed Church. He said he want to investigate the matter, and then he now told me that, obviously, as I came here, I saw your plants. I fell in love with what I'm doing here. Here actually is a buffer zone, and it's meant for recreation and flowers. So therefore, please show me what size of land do you want here. And now showed him and said, the general has fenced that side. And within this narrow, just about 50 meters I am here now, in between here and the football field. After the football field, you now have the Redeemed Church there. I said, between this the end of this football field and where the general has fenced, allow me to be here. He said, well, what you're asking is not too much. I will go and have meeting with the Redeemed Church and get back to you, so that we can resolve this matter amicably. That he did. He came back and told me they argue so much, but however, he let them know that what I am doing here is not a crime, and that actually we can stay together, and there is space. After the Redeemed Church, you have about 300 square meters down to Minister's Junction. All that place is lying bush. Nothing is happening there. There's fence everywhere there. It is just this little place I'm occupying that is giving the nightmare. That was how we started dragging this matter. We have been to Maitama police station several times. Lieutenant Karibo was there physically. Their lead fighter, Madam Chigwe is her name. She retires as a director of Bureau of Public Enterprise. She was there in police station, Maitama police station, with the admin. They told us, go come. While they are investigating the matter, eventually they said, we should go back to Park and Recreation. That they are the one who have power to decide who stays here and who doesn't. Between that 2012, they have changed pastors. So the Mount Olive now moved to somewhere in Gudu. And they renamed the branch here as Height of Zion. Series of pastors have come, and any of the new pastors that come, they will still bring him to this place and point hand. And those ones will start the battle all over. Now, of the recent one, the immediate past pastor, Pastor Ojomo, and the wife. Pastor Ojomo was a gentleman around here, but the wife have been fomenting trouble here, instigating members against me. Nevertheless, they had a program. I attended their program because I've been assisting them once in a while, give them plant trees and plant for them. When I attended that program, before I came back, they brought 4 flower pots that they need decoration in the altar. I gave them Tricinia, I said 5,000 each. 4 of them for the 4 pots, that is 20,000. I told my man, give it to them, but don't collect money. And that is exactly what happened. The following week, Pastor Jomo's wife came. I was not around. My man said she asked for Christmas trees. The size we are selling to 2,000. She needed 20. When my man told him, Pastor said we should sell this to 2,000, she said no, she's paying 200. So out of my 40,000, she wants to pay 4,000. When I came, he told me, of course, he has not given it to her. I said, well, let it not be as if, I said, load it and give them and bring the 4,000. He loaded the plant and delivered. He came back empty-handed. What happened? He said, the man there said, Madam say when she come and inspect the plant before she will pay, no problem. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks passed. She has not sent us the money. So I told my man, I said, in case she brings the money, possibly they don't have, tell them I dash them. It's a gift. But they are a family of 6, pastor, wife, and 4 children. All of them are using cars that are nothing less than 5 million each. But my poultry, 40,000, she reduced to 4,000. She refused to pay. A month later, she sent her security man with the 4,000 to come and give me. I told him, please return the money. Tell her that I give them. That he did. And the battle has been ongoing. Now, they have handed over the church last month to Pastor Sunday Nkwo, who sent for me, and on getting there, he said he wants me to be paying for the field. I said I've been the one maintaining the field since 2010. I have an outreach football team that I'm mentoring, praying with them, so we use the place. But I do maintain the field. I cut and do all the maintenance. I pay. Last week, he sent for me again. I should pay 15,000 every month. And I had a match with VIU football team. And by the time my match was to commence, Pastor Sunday was ordered the security to lock the gate. It has been battle upon battle. His men are coming here. Even when we are having prayer, we are having very serious issue. They come and parade that they are the owner of the land. Please, I am addressing this program to Pastor Adeboye, the General Overseer of Redeemed Church, to call your men to order. Please, sir, we grew up admiring you. We love you as our daddy. It is not only Redeemed members that are your children. When the children outside your church are crying out, please, sir, call your pastors to order. I expected the pastor that comes here to come and give me a right hand of fellowship, and will continue as neighbors and ministers of the gospel, building one house, not inciting one another against one another and inciting members against one another. This is just the purpose for I call for this media interview. Please, we need to survive. The youth need to survive. The fathers should not stampede us off. I also want to call on the youth, let us vote Peter Obi for our next president. Most of our past government resumed like Gowon, 31 years old, he became head of state. IBB was 40. Obasanjo was 38 when he became head of state. And a host of others. But today, you hardly see a head of state at that age range. Our grandfathers are still fighting us at government, at the church, at the street, everywhere. I pray for the youth of Nigeria. Your heart be revived. Have a vision. Let us no longer be used as political thugs or religious stooges. We are ushers and choir members in the churches, but they don't care about our destiny unless you have a big name. Once they win election, we cannot access them again. We go back to drugs, we go back to rascalism and destruction of our futures. The Lord bless our youth and revive our nation. In the mighty name of Jesus, God bless you.